Is that a... That's gotta be a scab. That would be a giant blackhead. Is that a scab? Yeah, it's a scab for me picking at my face. Hopefully nobody was watching that. Is anybody gonna watch today? Why does my face look like it has extra freckles? Am I like the only one noticing that? Probably because I'm the only one here. Am I muted? Hey, how are you? I've just been looking at myself in the camera, pointing out things. Like I thought this was a blackhead, but it's a scab. I feel like I got more freckles today than usual. You know, the things you do when you're sitting around waiting for somebody to come on. I feel like my head looks real big today, too. Oh well. So what'd you have for dinner? We had chili when it's 1,000,000,000 degrees outside, because that's what my husband wanted. So yeah, that was fun. Lori may not be able to be here because they're having an internet outage where she's at. I do not match. This outfit does not match. And it's also the same outfit I was wearing yesterday. Yeah, ridiculous. I'm a little late because I was talking to my grandma on the phone. And when we get to talking, we talk for like an hour. It's not a quick, hi, how are you? Good, okay, great, bye. No, we talk about a lot of stuff. And I popped these pimples on my face, and now they have scabs, and now I just want to pick them off. And I know I shouldn't, but I am. Sorry, you're witnessing this. I mean, meatloaf is fine, but freaking chili? That's for like, unless it's out of a can on a hot dog, chili is for the fall and the winter. Not when it's 1,000,000,000 degrees. You know what I mean? They do say, though, that if you like eat and drink hot things when it's hot, it'll help cool your body down, but that doesn't seem right to me. Might just be me and you hanging out tonight. So how was your day? Mine was good. I didn't do much. I did my Canva design. I finally got that video fixed. Yeah, I bet. That's the one, like, that's another reason why here lately I haven't been, like, uploading a lot of cooking videos, is because it's just so freaking hot. I'm not really cooking things that take a lot of cooking. Because it's just been too freaking hot. Hubby went back to work today. didn't know if I should wait to upload the Canva one until tomorrow, but I just decided to go ahead and do it today. Give people a little more time if they want to get it before we start. Yeah, my husband doesn't care if I heat up the house as long as he gets a good dinner. Like, you think I would use my crock pot more in the summer because it's hot and, it doesn't produce much heat. But I use it more in the winter. Weird. But I guess the crock pot is more for, like, soups, stews, chilies, things like that. I mean, I have made some pretty bomb pulled pork and pork chops. Oh man, that far away? That's a long ways away. Is he gonna have to be off work that whole time? Plus his surgery? Damn. See, if my husband wouldn't get tired of it, I would be using my crock pot every day. I love the crock pot. Hate the Instant Pot. Love the crock pot. And I do have the Instapot crock pot. Not the pressure cooker, but just the regular crock pot. I also have a regular crock pot. And like a smaller one. But I don't know what I would ever make in a smaller one. I don't know, I just found with the Instapot, well, that's good. At least he's got some help. I just feel like with the Instant Pot, as long as it takes to get to pressure and then cook and then depressurize, it takes the same amount of time to cook. Right? Am I like the only one? Am I doing something wrong? I don't know. Delson, no more screaming. See, I prefer making my roast in the crock pot because I think in the oven it turns out too dry. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm just not good at cooking roast in the oven. Maybe you just need a smaller crock pot. I had one, Leroy, an Instant Pot. I don't know, and I used it like 3 times and I felt like it took just as much work and just as much time as cooking it on the stove. Leroy's here. And how are you, Leroy? Does your wife cook it in the crock pot or the oven? I'm good. I didn't do much today. We had chili and it's 1,000,000,000 degrees. I don't know what my husband was thinking, but that's what he wanted, so that's what I cooked. He went back to work today, so that was good. We did find out he is getting paid. I usually use either a chuck roast or a Boston butt roast. Rump roast? Whatever the frick it's called. You would think an avid, like, cooker or chef, as some of y'all like to call me, I would know the different types of meat. I don't. I really just buy whichever one is on sale. Yeah, except for it's probably going to take at least another week for that pay to come in, and so this week he has no pay. So thank goodness for that child tax credit, so we can pay our bills. I'll have to try that. I always added water because I thought you had to for the potatoes. You know, that is my favorite potato, is the ones cooked with the roast. Oh, so good. See, I put carrots, potatoes, diced bell pepper, and onions in my roast. Aaron, just relax. It will all work out. Okay? I promise everything will work out. Does does your wife sear her roast before she puts it in the crock pot? I always sear mine. Season it, sear it, put it in the crock pot. Well, Aaron, change your thoughts. Instead of looking at it negatively, look at it positively. At least your husband's going to be able to get the surgery to get it fixed so he can be healthy. At least your kids are getting their education. It could be worse. That's what I had to keep telling myself all last week. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. You know? That's how I got through it. I was ready to lose my mind last week. That was a ridiculous week. There's a saying in the Have 'em All that says the unwise person stays awake all night worrying about this and that, but their load is none the lighter in the morning. That always helped me to stop. Yeah, and people say not to do this, but I always tell myself there are people out in the world that have it worse than I do. And that kind of helps bring me back to reality, you know, like, it's not as bad as it seems. You know, it could be worse. We'll get through it. We always do. You know, God or the universe or whatever you believe in will provide. You know. We appreciate you, Aaron. And Aaron, also, we have to stop the negative thoughts because we have to manifest the positive. Say things like, I am going to get... I just sear it because I like the crust it gets on the outside when you sear it. We have to manifest, Aaron. You will get your car fixed. Your hubby will get his surgery and he will be okay. Your kids will get to and from school. Your kids will get their supplies, and everything will work out. You have to be positive and manifest positivity. You get back what you put out. That's what we're here for, Aaron. Unprofessional, uneducated, uncertified therapist. Except for we're not therapists. Do not take any of this as professional advice. Speak to your doctor, your therapist, your whatever. And he won't help you? Are you freaking kidding me? Hey, Janice, how are you? Y'all, Bonnie had to tell me that I forgot to put my Etsy shop in my Etsy video today. The link, what? I have a kitchen to clean, I have a living room to clean, I have laundry that needs to be done, a bathroom to clean, a bedroom to clean. But guess what? I didn't do it. See? There's my living room. Not gonna be able to see much, but there's my kitchen. Meh. Here's the thing. It will never be written on your headstone, even if you did have the cleanest house. Nobody's gonna write on your headstone, oh, she had the cleanest house. When you die, people aren't gonna talk about how clean your house was. It's just the way it is. Who cares? As long as you don't got mold growing, food sitting around rotting, animal piss and shit all over your house. Who cares? I made 2 loaves of banana coconut bread, video going up tonight, and a chicken in the crock pot homemade spice rub, and Cheetos mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. Huh? You wanna watch Pete the Cat?
No, one more time.
Okay, but you can't be seen on the video because you don't have clothes on. Let's go. Ooh, I almost sit on my glasses. You know what I want my headstone to say? I literally want my headphones? Duh. The Cheeto mac and cheese sounds great, and I can only say it because of my wife. I did do dishes, though. Aww. We had water in the basement last night, and I used a dozen or more towels to absorb it, so I've been washing towels all day. Again? Didn't that just happen a few months ago, Janice? What is going on? Didn't the plumbers fix it? I forgot what I was going to say. I wanted my headstone to say now, you guys. I had a really good idea. Must not have been that great. Nova, leave that chicken. Oh. Luca threw a chicken strip on the floor and the cat's eating it, and, well, hopefully it doesn't kill her. Hey, Tasha. We're just talking about what we want our headstones to say if we die. Do you have windows in the basement, Janice? Because that could also be it. Your windows could be leaking. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Maybe you need to get some ShamWows to just keep in that corner. Weird. Hey, Marcy! How are you, lovey? Does anybody get offended that I call them everybody love? Like, it's just me. Do not talk about ShamWows. LOL, why? My basement does the same because I have, like, a root cellar basement. It's an old stone farmhouse from the mid to late 1800s. Dang, Leroy. I don't have a basement. Oh, next door house we own basement floods because of tree roots growing under, so hubby has to rent snake for Abe who doesn't pay rent. I was asleep. I'm so tired. My nephew woke me up with a kiss on the cheek, and I went to potty and was gonna go back to sleep, but here I am. Oh, that's cute. Your nephew woke you up with a kiss on the cheek. I probably would have punched my kid if they woke me up kissing me on the cheek, because I probably would have thought it was either an intruder or a ghost. I have. Not proud of it. Some guy was demonstrating ShamWows in a store when my kid was 5, and she cried and cried until I broke down and bought one. Not a toy, a freaking ShamWow. That's funny. I was gonna say, I have, when one of my kids has come in my room in the middle of the night and, like, lightly touched me to try and wake me up. I have kicked them before. I'm not proud of it. I did also kick the cat really hard the other night because she bumped up against my foot while I was sleeping, and I thought it was, like, not the cat. And I felt sad. I felt sorry for that, too. It felt really bad. I don't know what I have is called. They're not ShamWows, but they're basically the same thing. And we also got a mop made out of the same material, and it's supposed to be like some high-tech, like, German technology or some crap. I don't know. You can't put them in the dryer. They don't work if you do that, so you can only wash them in the washing machine and let them air dry. We've had them for 5 years now. Still work pretty good. How was your day at work today, Marcy? Was it better than yesterday? Like, listen, don't sneak up on me. If you don't want to catch these hands, don't creep up on me in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping. You know how creepy it is. It was a better day. I'm so glad it was a better day. Yay, I was praying for it to be a... Do not bite my feet, you little brat. The cat bit my toes. I was praying you would have a better day. I'm so glad. Like, sometimes, you guys... Like, I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I'm, like, a real big empath. Like, I feel what other people feel. And sometimes I feel like, even though y'all are like really far away from me and we don't like keep in constant contact, and I don't know like a lot of the intimate details of your life and like your day to day, minute by minute, but sometimes I feel like I can just feel your emotions and what you're going through, and I can just kind of sense when y'all need like prayers and thoughts and vibes and all that good jazz. My son will keep his distance, but my daughter hovers and hugs, and that scares the bejesus out of me. Like, listen, I don't care if you're 25, I don't care if you're 5, I don't care if you're 85. If you creep up on me in the middle of the night and lightly touch me, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's just the way it is. Like, that, I don't know why I'm like that, but my first instinct is to fight when somebody just lightly touches me in my sleep. Like, I feel such a, this is gonna sound creepy. I don't mean this in a creepy way. I feel such a strong connection to each of you. Yes, even you, Leroy, even though I don't know you very well yet, as much as I know these women here. I just feel such a strong connection to you guys. Like, Leroy, I know you're not a Christian, but I feel like God, the universe, whatever you do believe in, brought us all here for a reason, and we're all connected in some way, and I just can feel what you guys feel, if that makes sense. Like, on a random Tuesday, in the middle of the day, like, I could just get this feeling. Like, one time, Crystal hadn't mentioned anything that was going on, and one time I was just, like, standing there washing dishes, got my headphones in, I'm beat-bopping around the kitchen, listening to my 2000s pop music, or maybe it was country, I don't remember, but I'm, like, dancing, having a good time, laughing, smiling, and then all of a sudden, I just kind of, like, started crying and felt this pull to not only just reach out to Crystal and make sure she was okay, but pray for her and all of that, and come to find out she was going through a really difficult time, and I didn't even know it, but I knew it. Crazy. Oh, speaking of that, now that a few more people are on here, I don't know if you guys know Pam Lopez. She hasn't posted in a while, and you probably haven't seen her comment on any videos in a while. She's part of this community. I just want to ask that we pray for her, because she lost her fur baby a week ago, and she's really heartbroken. So her baby, and let's just pray for some peace and comfort for her. I know she might be listening right now, so I don't want to, like, make her cry or anything, but I just want to ask for prayers for her. I emailed her today because I hadn't heard from her in a while, and she let me know. Yeah. That was her best friend, so she just needs some peace and some comfort that will come in time. Okay. Why do I always feel like when I come on here I got like Debbie Downer news to share? But I know that I'm going to try to get back to sleep before I can't anymore and get a second wind. Alright, Marcy, good night. I hope your day tomorrow is just as good, if not better, than it was today. I will be praying again that it is a good day and that you have a great year. I love you big, 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 giant. Yes, Lovey, you go to sleep. Yeah, basically, look, I'm not a professional, I'm not licensed, I'm not certified, but I'll damn sure give you my opinion. I'll damn sure therapy you, even though I can't call it therapy because don't sue me. It could be worse, Marcy. You could be shoveling shit all day. I know people who do that for a living. It's not fun. But hopefully your thumb isn't numb anymore tomorrow. I'm an ordained minister. Does that count? I mean, I can be ordained too. All I gotta do is go online and fill out some forms. But sure, it can count. I'm sorry, Marcy. That was insensitive. That's just the way I always look at things. It could be worse. I'm sorry. That was insensitive, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, Marcy. I empathize with you, but also it could be worse. Like, just keeping it real. Hashtag, as Marlene says, hashtag keeping it real. That sounds... Oh, for the fair? Leroy? Open and shut. Open and shut. Did you know, even though I don't get copyright struck, I don't get a copyright strike on my channel, if the kids' nursery rhymes are playing in the background, my videos get banned in 4 countries. I always tell myself, like, in 5 years, is this really gonna matter? Like, in 5 years, when I look back on this, is it really going to upset me? Really what? I already forgot what I said. Already talking to Leroy. What did I say? Oh, the countries. Cuba, Syria, China, and Korea, I believe. Yep. Don't know why. But it's happened to like 10 of my videos. You guys, I always say to myself, I'm gonna buy me some new makeup and I'm actually gonna put in an effort for you guys and I'm gonna like do my makeup and fix my hair and look good, and then I'm like, nah, they don't care that much. Where'd my cup go? Did anybody see what I did in my cup? Yeah, it is wild. Whatever. Like, they're kids' nursery rhymes. What do you mean they're banned? What did I do? I'm trying to clean my kitchen and these birds are climbing on me like a jungle gym. And put them in their cage, Janice. They'll be fine for 30 minutes while you clean your kitchen. So how many people... There's only 4 people on here. Like, I'm asking a huge number of people. But how many of you on here are actually going to do the thing, the thing that I uploaded today, what's it called, where you get rid of junk? Declutter thing with me? How many of y'all are going to do that? I don't care if you purchase the PDF or not. I just want to know how many of you are actually, like, going to declutter your house with me. Yes, Leroy, declutter, thanks. Am I, like, the only person who does that? Like, not to like toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty intelligent person. Except for my brain doesn't work fast enough, so I'll be like trying to think of a word and it literally takes me forever. Like, what was manifest? I couldn't think of manifest last night. It took me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna find my cup. I'll be right back. I'm trying to think. Michigan? Leroy, what time is it there? Like 9:49? Right? Are you having an internet outage? Because Lori said she's having one in her area. I'm going out on a limb and saying probably not. LOL, my brain does the same. It moves faster than I speak and I get lost mid-conversation. Same. And then, like, literally I'll say something and my mind moves so fast that I start saying something else and completely forget what I just said. Not gonna lie, I do like to, but in reality, probably not. If you knew my house, etc., stuff that needs to be taken downstairs, hubby with hernia, can't move it, etc., just not feasible. That's okay. That's okay. It's alright, Aaron. You can do it another time. I mean, it's not like after I'm done with the series, like I'm gonna get rid of the PDF or whatever. If you wanna purchase it in a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever, if it's there and you want to, you can. So, it's like another hour before Lori gets her internet back. So she probably won't be getting on here tonight. That's okay though. So I was thinking, like, y'all are gonna think this is dumb. A dumb challenge to do. It's muggy in Michigan also and supposed to start storming tonight, Aaron. I wish it would freaking storm here. It's so freaking hot and humid. And we just need the rain to knock it out. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, another challenge. This is gonna sound like a duh challenge, but, you know, a lot of us are parents. A lot of us do a lot of things for other people. And we always forget to take the time to refill our glasses, you know, or pitcher or whatever you want to call it. And you can't pour from an empty glass, you know. So I thought after we finish this declutter challenge, I'm doing some decluttering, have 2 donations back ready to go, but I need my husband and kids to sort through stuff too. So I was thinking after this declutter challenge, we could do a 30-day challenge. And I already have a PDF made for this if you care. Like I said, but you don't have to have the PDF. It's just an option. It's just a fun thing to, like, color and do. Where we do a 30-day challenge where every day we take 30 minutes to do something for ourselves, by ourselves, to recharge ourselves. Well, maybe that would be fun. Especially after, you know, helping my husband recover through surgery and all of that. I'm sure my glass will be pretty dry. Oh, and on the Office one, yeah, it sucks, but I don't want to live up north where you have 7,000 feet of snow. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. I would rather it be humid all day long, all year long, than have to deal with all that snow. No thanks. Oh, my feet get cold, all bets are off. I will be the most angry person you've ever met. Because I ain't done my hair and makeup in almost... How old's Luca, you guys? 14 months? Today. 14 months today. So in about over 2 years, I have not put on makeup. I have like straightened my hair a couple of times, curled my hair a few times. I color my hair. But like, to be honest, even when I did do my makeup and my hair, I didn't really care. I didn't do it for me, because I don't care that much. I did it because that's what society told me as a woman I should be doing. Leroy, I've lived here for 28 years and I've never been bit by a snake. You just gotta know what to look for. We haven't got a good snow here in probably 10 years. I mean, when I was like a kid, we used to get pretty good snow, but not anymore. I'm massaging my thumb, you guys, because it still really hurts right here.
It's done.
Huh?
And now it's like a cat.
Okay, well go watch regular Pete the Cat. I'm not changing your TV again.
No, like a cat.
Well, too bad. Go to bed. Go get in your bed right now. 1, 2. You better not make me get up off this couch. That's what I thought, punk. Like, my kids have never really got to actually, like, play in a real snow. The amount of makeup I spent money on, I was a Sephora VIP Rouge Ulta Diamond. Now it's all in the back room. Gotta throw away total. Then go! Sorry, friends, I'm back. Work is the usual crazy, but Shannon, who do I need to add to my prayer list? Pam Lopez. She, her dog passed away last week. And she's been very sad about it, obviously, to the point where she hasn't been able to make videos, watch videos. When she does, she just cries, because that's what her and her dog used to do together. So let's just pray for some peace and comfort. Have you seen the video with the Florida woman that talks about the animals being spicy and do not touch them? No, Leroy, that would be freaking hilarious. Anyways, Tasha, yeah, so let's just pray for some peace, some comfort. It was kind of unexpected. Yes. I realized kind of in the middle of last week that I hadn't seen anything from her. She hadn't been commenting on videos, and I kept meaning to, email her, check in on her. But life's just been so crazy, I never got around to it. So today I remembered again, and I've reached out to her, and she let me know. So I just want to ask people to pray for her and all of that. So send her vibes, send her well wishes, whatever it may be. And then also Marcy. Let's pray that she continues to have a good week. She did say that her day today was better than yesterday, but let's just pray she continues to have a good week and a good rest of the school year. Look at the difference between tops of my hands and the palms of my hands. I have a question. This is a debate me and my husband got into. Are your fingers considered part of your hands? I say yes. I say like the palm and your thumb and your pinky and your fingers are what make up the hand, correct? Some guy had a snake in a towel and was like, "Who is this? What is this?" I thought it was a Burmese, but he was a mean little asshole. Then she started talking about poisonous stuff and don't touch it. Hilarious. I used to have a Burmese python growing up. He was like ginormous and his name was Tiny. But now, terrified of snakes. Don't want anything to do with snakes. No thanks. Oh yes, I have Marcy on my list too. This is going to be the best year ever for Marcy. Yes, it is. 2022 is going to be the best year for all of us. Alright? Putting it out there. Manifesting it. We're all going to have a fantastic year in 2022. I think a lot of us deserve it. That may be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Entitled? But I think a lot of us deserve it. We all been through a lot the last 2 years. I think, girl, I don't ever do snakes. If I see one, I kill it. LOL, Florida girl comes out when I see one. I ain't killing it. I'm running the complete opposite direction. I am running as far away as I possibly can. This bitch ain't killing no snake. This bitch ain't getting close enough to kill no snake. Unless it's in the car. And when you drive over it, you go and rip his neck off.
Like blue cat.
Huh?
I saw one, not like blue.
Well, I'll be there in a minute. Go watch it and I'll be there in a minute. Go. You know, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm getting too comfortable here and y'all are not gonna want to be my friend anymore. No. Entitled is these Real Housewives. Not gonna lie, I hate watching them because they do not know what hard times are. It's entertaining though. My kids used to say, if you see my mom running with a shovel, you know she's after a snake. No, I ain't getting close enough. Nope. Nope. Spiders, snakes, mice, no thanks. Like, my husband laughs at me because I will see a spider and legit, like, stand on a chair and freak out until he kills it. No, don't do it. Nope, 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 nope. That's the big O. Nope. Like, I don't care what side of any debate or any argument or anything political or religious or ethical or whatever you stand on. I think everybody can agree that we've all had a pretty rough 2 years. Some more difficult than others, yes. But we've all had it pretty rough the last 2 years, and 2022 is about to be our year, bitches. Sorry, Leroy, for calling you a bitch. But you're not a bitch. None of us here. None of y'all are bitches. Me? I'm a bitch. I will probably own that, but spiders, I'm so scared though. In South Carolina, you stomp on them things, a million babies go running, no joke. Well, that happens here too. We had a squirrel in our walls, that open basement. It was huge, chilling on stairs. I screamed and did not go down till he caught it. Who was it that sent me that? Kat sent me this video on YouTube of this girl she watches who had a squirrel in her house and she thought it was a mouse. And it was the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. It was hilarious. But it was me though. That's how I react. I was chased by a squirrel the other night, you guys. I don't know if y'all remember me telling you that, but the other day, I got chased by a freaking squirrel. And it took me like 30 seconds to realize I could just turn around and punt the damn thing. I was running for my freaking life. Like, listen, this is what I tell people. I am the sweetest, nicest, most caring, empathetic, loving, all those good words, until you give me a reason not to be, and I promise I will be your worst fucking nightmare. I got crazy, actual crazy running through my veins. Love you, Tasha. Have a good meeting. I hope it's not too boring. And not only am I just a bitch, I'm a petty bitch. Like Soup's petty. I don't know if I should be proud of that, but this girl was huge. We had a raccoon that died in our recycle bin. Opened it up, fell in, suffocated, and died. Smell was atrocious. I bet. And when we first moved into this, not when we first moved in, like a year-ish after we moved in, our dogs were outside and there was a raccoon in our backyard and they chased up a tree and then it fell out of a tree and then I have 3 dogs. They literally played monkey in the middle with the raccoon until my husband finally got them to drop it, but it was too late. It was already dead. And whoops. It was scary. Never seen my dogs act like that before. Yeah, and freaking raccoons are smart. Hey, Nikki, how are you, girlfriend? Are you ready for school to start? Have your kids already started school? Do they start next week? What's the deal with that? I feel like every time I take a drink, it looks like I'm trying to be so seductive, except for being very bad at it, and I promise I'm not, like, trying to seduce y'all. I never understood why schools would want to start in the middle of the freaking week. Go Janice, go Janice, go Janice, go Janice, go Janice, go Janice. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I want to take a nap. Let's just take a nap together, you guys. Wouldn't that be like the most interesting live? I go live and we just all lay down in our beds. Take a nap. That would be the most boring live on the face of this planet. My daughter goes back on Monday. I think my husband's asleep on the floor in his game room. Which that's what I was going to say. For the office page on the PDF, it will be my husband's game room. I just put office because I feel like that's more relevant to people. And his game room is basically like an office, so it's where we do all our computer work at. So that's an office, right? We still haven't got any paperwork from the school and they start on Monday. Is that not ridiculous? I have to have my mother-in-law come stay the night on Sunday so I can take my daughter to school on Monday and she can stay with the boys. Because I don't care how old my daughter gets, she will never ride the bus to school on her first day of school. She will always be taken by her mother. Good night, Erin. Well, I mean, we don't even know who their teachers are. I mean, I do know. I called the school because I'm an impatient parent. But I called the school like 2 weeks ago. I have a good bit of baking to do for next Tuesday. Oh, what's happening next Tuesday? No. Nope, they aren't. As far as I know, they aren't. I ain't heard nothing about it, even on their Facebook page. No, watch, I'll get the freaking thing in the mail on Friday, and their open house will have been tomorrow. That's how ridiculous this all is. So, when she went to kindergarten, we knew who her teacher was going to be in June. Last year, we knew who her first grade teacher was going to be at the beginning of July. And here it is. There's literally 3 school days before school starts, and we've heard 0. Next Tuesday, August 17th, my Uncle Jack's birthday. He was a second dad to me and died in 2013 at age 98. He was a World War II veteran and deputy fire chief, so on Christmas Eve and his birthday, I take baking and my jams to the 2 fire halls closest to my house. Aww. That's sweet of you, Janice. That's really sweet of you. I like how y'all call them fire halls. We call them fire stations. That is a great way to remember him, y'all. Well, that's sweet, Janice. Nikki, thank you. Those would otherwise be sad days. Yeah. Yeah. Why do my eyes look brown to y'all? Because they ain't brown, they're green. But to me in the camera, they look kind of brown. Not to change the subject or nothing, but... Well, at least he lived a long, hopefully happy, I don't know because I don't know him, but happy, long, healthy, fulfilled life. You know? Oh, dang, Janice. It's not good. At least you did have some stability, though. Even if it was far and few between, you know? Like, this hand hurts so bad that picking up my cup hurts. Well, Katie's not here. I think Luca's already asleep. And Delson has come out of his room a few times, but... He knows he can't come over on this side of this phone because he doesn't have his pajamas on, so. Oh, you weren't here, Nikki, when I had to weed my, I didn't have to weed, I had to completely clear out my mother-in-law's flower beds at her apartment because she didn't want the flowers in them. And she had irises in there. And I don't know if you know anything about irises, but they kind of branch out and form new bulbs and things. Well, these didn't branch out quite far enough when they formed new bulbs, so they were all combined together into like one giant 2 foot by 2 foot or 4 foot by 4 foot or however big it was. Hey, Lori! And I had to dig those all out. And I had my hoe, but my hoe broke. So, my whole body's been sore. I'm only going to be on here for a few more minutes, love. I gotta go call Katie before she goes to bed. But, I did want to tell you, Lori, if you could pray for Pam Lopez. Her fur baby died today. Or not today, last week. And that's why we haven't really been seeing or hearing much from her. We just need to pray for her peace and comfort and stuff. You jinxed it, Janice. Now Lucas is making noise. Lucas? His name is not Lucas. Luca is making noise. Let's see, what else did you miss, Lori? You missed, nothing really. I've just been chit-chatting. Per usual, about really nothing like major. Unless I'm forgetting something, which is very possible. Yeah. That's okay, Janice. I was just joking. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then Leroy was telling us about some spicy snake lady video that seems hilarious, so he might have to email it to me because I might need to watch it. And then we talked about, after the decluttering challenge, doing a refill your glass 30-day challenge. I already have a PDF made up for it, but obviously you don't have to buy the PDF to participate. And I'm doing this because after, doing the decluttering and helping my husband recover from surgery and all of that, my glass is going to be pretty dry. So I thought we could do a challenge where we take 30 minutes a day. It was alright. I mean, it was what was to be expected with everything that's going on at his job right now, so it was as good as it could have been. Luckily, he only has a week, and then he'll be out for surgery for a month, and so maybe when he goes back, it'll be better. Who knows? Why doesn't YouTube have like a direct messaging system? That's what I want to know. Like every other social media platform has one. Why doesn't YouTube? Or do they and I just don't know about it? Because that's extremely possible also. Nikki, have you uploaded in a while? I haven't seen a video from you in a while. Is what right? I believe so. I believe that is your Instagram name. I don't know about it. Every giveaway video says use email or Instagram message. Yeah, you would think YouTube would have a direct messaging service, right? Okay, just making sure YouTube didn't unsubscribe me. Since they seem to be liking to unsubscribe people from me, I'm sure they've been unsubscribing me from people. So, like, as I'm, like, watching my videos throughout the day and I realize, oh, I haven't seen that person in a while, I, like, type in their name, make sure I'm still subscribed, make sure I haven't missed any videos. This is ridiculous. I know what it is. YouTube is afraid I'm going to take over the world if they give me my subscribers. That's got to be what it is, right? They know I'm a force to be reckoned with and they don't want me to have the following, right? That's got to be what it is. I can't think of any other reason why my subs will not go over 64, even though people say they're subscribing. I wouldn't take over the world. I mean, maybe. Maybe I would make the entire... Maybe I would bring world peace. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want to rule the world. Heck, I don't even want to run my household half the time. Heck, I don't even want to run my own life half the time. Like, I don't even want to rule myself. I just wouldn't want to be responsible for that many people, Leroy. Like, it's hard enough being responsible for my 3 children and myself. And sometimes my husband, and 3 dogs and a cat. I couldn't imagine being responsible for all those people. The billions of people on this planet. No thanks. That's where I'm pretty much at for the last 2 weeks, Nikki. Recording. Like, the recording isn't the problem. It's with everything that's been going on, it's the finding the time to sit down and edit. Because, y'all know, I just record things I'm doing in my everyday life anyways. Actually, what am I trying to say? Stop talking, form your thought, then spit it out. So, the world headquarters for his company... Did you really, Leroy? I don't believe you. Anyways, the world headquarters from my husband's place of work is about an hour and a half away from here, and they also have a plant there. And there were people actually protesting and on strike outside of that plant yesterday. And tomorrow is supposed to be Walkout Wednesday for our plant. But my husband doesn't have to work tomorrow, so it's his day off. So there's that. That just sounds too ridiculous. I just can't believe that. Maybe I should run for president when I'm old enough. Would you guys vote for me? That's probably not a good idea. Oh, that's funny. Probably wouldn't be a good idea for me to be president. I want to, but I feel so silly trying to do my budget. I don't want to go too deep into my budget. That's why I don't Well, first of all, for this year, budget's gone out the freaking window in my house with everything that's been going on. Like, it's pay bills, buy groceries. That's all we've got for the most part. So there's really no budgeting to be done. But anyways, it would not be a good idea for me to be president because I would just tell all the politicians how stupid they are. How idiotic they are, how selfish they are, how corrupt they are, how old they are. Freaking Joe Biden has held in office for like twice my lifetime. That's ridiculous. You know what is even more absurd to me? The mayor of the town I grew up in has been the mayor since before I was born. He has been caught bringing illegal substances, not just marijuana, across our state border. He has gotten DUIs, DWIs, drug possession, drug paraphernalia possessions, a whole slew of charges that he has been convicted for. And he is still the mayor because nobody wants to be the mayor of the shitty town I grew up in. Maybe I should run for mayor. Too bad I don't live in that town, so I can't. Maybe I should move back to that town and run against him for mayor. Except for, he doesn't make enough money to be the mayor of that shitty-ass town. Last year, like, previously I have been very, like, stick to the budget. But this year with well, actually for almost the past 2 years now, with all my husband's health issues, I'm lucky if we have $30 left in the bank every week. That's cool, Janice. Alright, you guys. My daughter goes to bed in 5 minutes, so I need to call her before she goes to bed. I love you guys so big. I will see you guys tomorrow. Somebody email me or message me on Instagram or text me or snail mail me. I don't really care. I need some sit-down video ideas to do while my husband is recovering from surgery. So, if you got any ideas, shoot them at me. Comment them on videos. Send them Harry Potter style. I don't really care. Just get them to me. I love you guys so big. Good night.